Hello everyone and welcome. My name is Cooper MTG and today, pretty special day. It's April 8th, 2025 and I got a box of Tarkir Dragonstorm. I guess a little bit early, just a play booster. I tried to get some collector packs that would be in here a little bit earlier, but yeah, it did not end up happening. Although I was able to get like pretty good prices on those boxes, at least compared to current pre-order prices, which are like $350. So I got, I ordered 5 collector boxes, $280 each. So still not like, I still remember when like prices were really low. It was like $240 for a collector box. I should have taken advantage then. I did not, and so then I ended up paying what I said, $280, because they had like the announcement for the fetch lands with the dragon scale foils, and then just like out of nowhere price went from 240 to 320 literally in a day. Like it was pretty insane. But yeah, first time opening up this set, so you know, excited to see what we got in here. Completely new cards I'm seeing for the first time. Hopefully I can get this edited out by, I don't know, maybe I'll post it tonight, maybe tomorrow. But yeah, definitely some great hits out of here. Like I mentioned, the fetch lands. I don't think we can get the dragon scale foil out of here, but we'll start off here with a Windcrag Siege, which this is the, I guess it could flip either way, Mardu Jeskai. It's the red-white Siege here. But this one's actually pretty sweet, honestly, like very versatile. And we also get an Inevitable Defeat, so a foil rare here. It's pretty sweet. This is like a new exile-based removal spell. We get a Swamp here as well. It's not the Dragon Eye, unfortunately. Oops. And then a Spirit, but yeah, this card kind of reminds me of, well, I was going to say Crackling Doom, but that's just mostly because of the art and the colorations. But, like, I'm trying to think of the original Khans card that it's reminding me of. Now, I know that there are, you know, this is a new set, a lot of sweet cards, but my goal is to keep this video not insanely long, so I'm going to start, you know, going a little bit quicker through some of these commons, although I know we can get the bird. It's worth a couple bucks, so let's keep an eye out for that. But getting to, you know, some uncommons here, and we'll get our rare here. We get a Corey Steel Cutter, which is pretty interesting. This is actually like super sweet in control decks, potentially, because it creates its own bodies to be used with. We also get a foil Kintree Severance. Interesting, like, mana symbols here. And Scoured Barrens and a warrior token there. But it's interesting they brought back those dual, like, mana colors. Hybrid? Is it hybrid? I guess. But really more so hybrid, where, like, you have the option to pay colorless. Is a relatively older mechanic, and I think that's because it messes with like your converted mana cost or something. I can't really remember. It's something like that. Looks like we got something cool back here. We got an Encroaching Dragonstorm. Pretty cool. Replayable. I mean, the art on that is, it's a little hard to tell what's going on, but it's pretty great. Then we get a United Battlefront and an Abzan Devotee foil. Ooh, and an island. Maybe we'll get a Dragon's Eye land out of here. I'm honestly not sure. Next pack. Sorry, I'm getting a little bit distracted here. A couple of my buddies just got their, there we go, there's a Tempest Hawk. It's like about $2. They just got their PSA grading results, and so obviously that's super exciting. But you know, they're more into Pokemon while I enjoy a gentleman's game, Magic the Gathering, as we got a Death Begets Life. So that is a mythic. It's a huge sweeper, you know, 8 costed mythics tend to not do super well, but this has a lot of value like in Commander. And we get a Dragon's Prey and a Tranquil Cove and a bird token there. But with Magic, like, grading is so much more common in Pokemon because it's all about collectability, and like no one actually cares about the trading card game or playing it. So it's really just like, what's the popular Pokemon, you know? So it makes a lot more sense when like the card's value is solely based on how it looks to go get it graded. Whereas Magic, like really for your older cards, I could see it. So you've got a Sage of the Skies, which is pretty interesting. Copies itself or I guess if it is the second spell, it copies itself. Pretty sweet. We get a Sun Pearl Kieran, Dismal Backwater, and Soldier token there. But yeah, in Magic, it's like I could pay $20 to go. Well, I guess the other thing too is like, you know, if you're pulling a serialized card in Magic, you're pulling like a extremely rare 400, 300, maybe even $200 plus card, then I can see the value in getting it graded. But it's like, you know, most Magic cards are not, they're still pretty expensive. So we got a Sarkon, Dragon Ascendant. Pretty cool new mechanic here with Behold, although I guess it's like really, they're just putting a keyword to an already established mechanic that was in previous Tarkir sets, I believe, where you could like reveal a dragon, or maybe I'm thinking of like Fate Reforged. That was that block though, so I'm just yammering about nonsense. Agent of Codis, and then Swiftwater Cliffs, and a token there. But yeah, you know, like in general, like it's just not worth it to grade Magic cards. And like, you know, I've got this nice textured foil Mindbreak Trap or confetti foil Doubling Season, but like, you know, once those are inevitably reprinted, not like in that form, but you know, as a card, it just happens that the value is going to drop off because, again, it's about playability and not about collectability. As we've got Inevitable Defeat again. I guess the first one was foil. We've got Unending Whisper, Dismal Backwater, and then pretty cool token here. Maybe one of the Elder Dragons, but I don't think we've gotten anything too crazy yet out of this box. I know obviously there are some very high-end mythics, and I know that a couple of the rare lands are super sweet as well. So hopefully we can get, I think the blue one, which makes your spells uncounterable, kind of busted, but if we can get one of those. We've got a Stadium Headliner, so this is also a new mechanic, I think. Is Mobilize new? Maybe it's not. Ooh, we get a foil Feral Deathgorger, which this looks sweet. Honestly, that Omen is like not too bad. Just even like 2 mana draw a card if you're doing nothing. In limited especially, that's gotta be great. But I was just watching well, I guess it was a guest 10 new brews since Jim Davis, the content creator, sounded like he had some complications, you know, sending best wishes his way, some surgery related complications, so unfortunately he can't create content. But it would be, I guess it's his show, but it was someone else was playing a Invasion of Alara deck, and they were utilizing, we get the Songcrafter Mage here. This is a sweet hit. This is like the new Snapcaster-esque, although it's like, you know, pretty different, but like could honestly be more powerful. Just because, like, yes, it's 3 mana, but like you basically get to reduce the cost by 3 generic by casting it, which is like pretty strong. We also get, there we go, a borderless Narset, Jeskai Waymaster. Interesting. This kind of reminds me of like there was a blue card in like Reliquary Dragon token. It's pretty sweet. It was in like oh man, like Shadows over Innistrad, where you could discard your hand at end of turn and draw that many cards. And it's like Forgotten something, I can't remember. But it kind of reminds me of that card, although the original one was not very good. It was also a 3/3 for 4, whereas that was a 3/4, Narset's a 3/4 for 3. A little bit better. Got a Hollow Merc Siege, so it's a pretty sweet Siege as well. Great art on that. I guess that's, I don't know. Who are those people? Elephant in the background, though. Osseous Exhale, Blossoming Sands, and a Warrior. So no Dragon Islands yet. Maybe we'll get one in this whole box. But we're a third of the way through. I'm going to have to just pick it up a little bit, guys, just because, you know, I do need to go and edit this later. And ideally, we got an Eshki Dragonclaw Teamer Legend here. Some weird art going on in the background there. Interesting. This is like the card where you want to be casting creatures and instants or non-creatures. So, you know, honestly, like when I think of like a fun teamer value, like commander deck, is you're casting creatures and you're casting your card draw spells and like your growth spirals and such, or like enchantments. So, you know, I think that definitely could have a pretty solid commander deck built around it, but time will tell. Time will tell. All right, next pack here. We've got a Maelstrom of the Spirit Dragon. This is pretty sweet. I would assume this has some value because it's mana of any color and tutor. I'm not sure though. Prices will be on screen. Ooh, and we get a Perenation. It's like a new reanimate spell, but you get a hexproof and an indestructible counter, which is like pretty powerful. Unfortunately, Sunfall is a card, so not that great against that. We get an Unsparring Boltcaster, Rugged Highlands, and a Zombie Druid token, which I've heard the Zombie Druids, a lot of speculation on those cards, mostly I think because of the Druid creature type, I think. Someone probably knows way better than me, though. Oh, looks like we got something back there, something cool. You've got, it might be an art card, actually. We get a Winter Night Stories. It's like a play on, there's been so many of these 3 mana, draw 3 and discard. Ooh, we get a foil. Is this foil? It's not foil. Awaken the Honored Dead. This is like kind of like the Teamer Tawny back as well, Blossoming Sands. It's kind of like Binding the Old Gods, destroy a creature and then do something else. Although I think Binding of the Old Gods was it, did it have a mana cost restriction? I can't remember. All right, next pack here. Ooh, we got something. We got a Durger Island Dragon, which this also like pretty strong omen ability there. Also like a 4/4 flying ward. It's pretty good. We got a New Way Forward. It's kind of like Deflecting Palm with some card draw added on. That's pretty sweet. And then a foil common there. Again, I think we're really looking for Ugin, Mox Jasper, and oh man, there are a lot of actually really good mythic hits. I'm just blanking on them right now. So, you know, the best way to remind me, Wizards, would be to put one in my pack. Looks like we got a art card here, I think, in the back is what I'm seeing. Alrighty, we've got a Windcrag Siege again. Pretty cool though. Hopefully, you know, this is a sweet hit. Stadium Headliner again, but foil. So getting the duplicates, your Scoured Barons, and then the art card I was mentioning, which this looks sweet. What is this? All Out Assault. Pretty cool. So I think, yeah, it's like Ugin. Oh man, now I can't even remember. I think it's another color. I think there's like 3 colorless cards that are super sweet. Alrighty. So you can get out of this pack. We've got Thunder of Unity. Interesting card draw. I guess it like flips into something else. We get a Rakshas's Bargain. So I guess they did like the charms in the first go around, so they're doing similar thing, but I can't remember if the other one was a bargain too or what it was, but okie dokie. We've got, so this is the reprint of these Triumphs. I guess these will be pretty good once, well, I don't know. I guess the other Triumphs have already rotated out, standard. Ooh, that's a sweet hit, I think, right there. Call the Spirit Dragons with like the showcase art on it. Super sweet, and it's like a alt WinCon games, or a alt WinCon card. That's a sweet hit right there. We get a Sagu Wildling, and then getting a lot of these dual lands, which I guess will be good for draft, honestly, if they have pretty high drop rates. You know, obviously it is a 3-card format. Oh, I can like see my reflection in the Mind Break Trap. Just my hands, not anything else. Alrighty. We've got, oh yeah, so this one's Dragonclaw Strike, I guess. They're all different then. We get an Anafenza, Unyielding Lineage. It's kind of cool. Endure mechanic. We get a Riling Dawnbringer, Tranquil Cove, and then a Soldier Token. So yeah, we've gotten a lot of those dual lands, which again, I think is good. I do think that is good for Limited. And I will be looking forward to playing this in Limited. I think it seems really fun with the omens, like making these expensive dragons more playable. As we've got, like this one's a very strong one, Destroying Creature. We've got Rediscover the Way. So we're getting all the Triome colors here. Triome Sagas. Abzan Monument and Island Warrior tokens. I think we've only gotten like one full art land and no Dragon Eye full arts. Oh, we gotta start off with a Hawk here, the Tempest Hawk. Pretty nice hit. Alrighty. We've got Avenger of the Fallen. Interesting. This is like a new-ish version of, like, very similar to Preacher of the Schism in stats, but different ability. Probably not as good, in my opinion. We get a Dalkovan Encampment. So this is the white version of these new land cycles. This one's actually pretty sweet. I don't think it's, you know, quite as good as the blue one, but still super strong. We get a Reigning Victor foil, and then land. And is this Narset? That's what we got earlier, right? Yeah. That's pretty cool. Goes with the card that we got. All right, 2/3 of the way through. I think like the Dragon Enchantment is a pretty sweet hit, and I think also the new Snapcaster Mage is also pretty nice hit. So let's see if we can get a couple other ones in here. So we've got a Bloomvine Regent. So this is like a Cultivate, and then pretty strong Dragon as well. We get, ooh, Jeskai Revelation. So this kind of reminds me of like a Magma Opus, almost exactly like Magma Opus, but you can't discard it for treasure. A little bit less flexible, but I'm sure that'll be a great Arena Cube card in the future. And yep, no Dragon Eye cards there, but that was a foil mythic. I mean, wasn't a foil Legion, but still a pretty nice hit there. And again, like, this is, you know, the set technically has not come out yet, so I will probably say that prices will be a little bit exaggerated, as we've got, ooh, a Feral Deathgorger. We got one of these foil before. We get a Baron Step Siege, so we're almost at all of them we've gotten for the sieges. Summit Intimidator, and another Reliquary Dragon token, as well as like a cool foil in there. All right, let's keep on keeping on. There's another Feral Death Gorger, getting all of them. New art though on these monasteries, which is pretty, or these new triumphs, is pretty cool. I guess obviously you'd want to do that. We've got a Surak Elusive Hunter borderless. It's pretty cool, honestly. Like a really good, like value-y green creature in mid-range. I don't know if it's good enough for standard, or like green is good enough for standard in that facility, but oh, that's pretty cool looking dude. Oh man, dropped him. Scavenger Regent. But yeah, I'm sure Surak, I mean, at least in sideboards, you know, uncounterable and draws you cards when your stuff is interacted with. Like, that is an incredibly good sideboard card against control. The problem is, like, I just don't, I mean, it is, you know, it replaces itself at least, or I can't remember if it's itself or other creatures, but encroaching, then breaching Dragonstorm. We've got a Dragonfire Blade. This is pretty cool. Like, could be a free equip in some decks. We get a Jeskai Brushmaster and land an elephant token. Alrighty, definitely gotten some pretty sweet pulls so far, but you know, I would not mind seeing like one of the Elder Dragons. I think would be pretty cool. Get the Skirmish Rhino, it's a pretty sweet card. We've got a Revival of the Ancestors, so yeah, we're getting all the sagas, we're getting all the sieges. None of the Elder Dragons though. Runescale Stormblood foil, and another dual land there. So again, like one full art and no Dragon's Eye full arts. But I assume that once these collector boxes eventually show up at my domicile, I'll get some full arts and maybe some Dragon's Eye full arts too. Alrighty. We've got a Meringue River Regent. Pretty cool. I don't think this is standard playable though. Just I mean, like, even about, like, this is an absolute bomb in limited, just not good enough for standard. Erison's Shun. I'm just gonna pass on that one. That is like Erison's Sun Shield. That's literally, say that 5 times fast. It's impossible. Erison's Sun Shield, not Erison's Sun Shield. Erison's Sun Shield. Erison's Sun Shield. Anyways. Where is that Ugin? Make your presence known. We've got a Warden of the Grove, so a new Hydra with Endure mechanic. Seems decent. Snowmelt Stag. And we get another dual land and a warrior token. So yeah, we definitely, looks like we will be getting 1 full art in this box, maybe 2. Maybe I already got 2, and like, that's kind of the problem with these play booster boxes is there are a lot of packs to open, and they've even decreased it. Like, it used to be 36 in a box, now it's 30, as we've got Ureni the Song Unending. So there we go. This is one of the Elder Dragons. This one's super sweet too. Great art on that. It's like kind of maybe a little too cartoonish. So I don't know why. It's just like the head looks a little cartoonish. Locks it on Battle Priest, and then a Blossoming Sands. But well, we didn't get a Ugin, but we did get an Elder Dragon that I was asking for. So get the small victories in life. All right, second to last pack here. Definitely as I've said, got some sweet pulls, but we still got some cards to open here. So let's see what we got. We got a Sidisi, Regent of the Mire. Oh, that's pretty cool. It's like a birthing pod on Sidisi, which I think like fits the Sidisi flavor pretty well. Pretty cool. We also get a Sinkhole Surveyor. Interesting. This can like pretty quickly win you the game, honestly, but we've also got an Evolving Wilds, Torrent Falls, and a copy. I was thinking of the 1/3 Hate Bear in white. That is super good. Probably the best rare in this set, because it's like ooh, another Tempest Hawk. It might have been a playset, or at least 3 we've gotten, which is pretty nice. But yeah, it's like just a strictly better version of a previously already played card, so super sweet. All right, we've got Roar of Endless Song. So yeah, there we go. There's the last one. I think that's all of them. We also get a Feral Death Gorger playset, second foil one of these two. So getting all the duplicates. And then we get a Jungle Hollow and pretty cool art card for, who's this guy? Irene of the Unwritten. I don't think that's the one we got. Maybe this is the show. Oh no, I think this is the showcase art for him. Maybe. I don't know, because like it looks. This looks like the teamer one for sure. So anyways, guys, that was the last pack in that Tarkir Dragonstorm play booster box, a couple days early. I hope you guys all enjoyed that video. If you did, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, this has been Cooper MTG, and thanks for watching.